which truck is best for you, diesel or gas, specifically when it comes to off-roading?
Yep, we have a Nissan Titan and a Nissan Titan XD. One has a diesel, the XD, and one has the regular 5.6 liter naturally aspirated engine.
For this Titan XD, this is actually a bit of a redemption.
Yeah, the last time we had actually a very similar looking Titan XD, this was covered with snow, and near the top it was basically a sheet of ice. No vehicle, unless it has studs, would have been able to go further on that
chains,
point.
yes.
And I felt bad because this thing has serious climbing power.
Under the hood of the Titan XD is a 5-liter Cummins turbocharged V8 engine. This engine is rated at 310 horsepower and 555 pound-feet of torque, and it's mated to an ASIN 6-speed heavy-duty transmission.
A lot of torque. Was it 555 pounds?
You betcha.
Damn.
This is the 5-liter Cummins.
This is probably one of the best parts of this vehicle, is the fact that it has that power plant and that much torque.
Yeah, but we gotta talk about some of the trade-offs, right?
Yeah, there are some serious trade-offs.
Obviously, the XD is a heavier duty truck.
It's 1,536 pounds heavier than the equivalent half-ton.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight. A lot of that weight is the actual diesel and the transmission, which is an ASIN heavy-duty transmission.
It's also a beefier frame on this vehicle.
Oh, yeah. And this vehicle is also longer. Longer wheelbase, a 6.5-foot bed. We just completed stage 1.
Yeah, not a big deal.
I forgot to shift.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay, let me shift into drive this time. I'm ready now. Okay, decent start. Oh my gosh, he takes off. Oh, in second gear I finally get more torque. But still, nowhere close. Oh.
Come on, like you were expecting anything else? I'm in the lighter truck.
Gas versus diesel for an off-road vehicle. This debate must have been going on for at least 100 years. But in this case with the Nissan Titan, the heavy-duty truck actually has a little bit less clearance for the ground clearance and a little bit worse approach angle because that nose is sticking out a little bit further in the front. But both trucks have skid plates, Bilstein shocks, hill descent control, all the goodies for off-roading, and both trucks are equipped with general grabber tires, although the sizing is a little bit different for each. They're both 18-inch rims, but the heavier duty truck is 275/65 R18s, and the light duty is 275/70 R18. Right now we're in 4 high.
I think that's all we're gonna need.
I'll go in low for the final obstacle.
You really don't need to.
But the thing is, the size of the truck matters because, you know, this is a tight turn and I'm using probably every inch.
Square inch.
And there's a pine tree right there.
No, you gotta run it.
Tread lightly. We're not touching any trees or anything else.
Yeah, we did try to avoid them. How can you tell the difference between these two trucks?
You know what? I cannot tell much difference. I know the XD is a little bit taller.
Well, let me whip this out because there is something to be said about length. Come here.
Okay.
This, from the door to the headlight, is 3.5 inches longer than this. So heavy duty, longer, easy. But this is something we recently discovered. Look down here. See these tow hooks? These go directly to the frame. Aha! Now, what happens when it's on a smaller, lighter frame? Tow hooks are here. So at least from the front, you can now tell the difference, and from the sides.
And I'm gonna go in 4 low.
Okay.
Neutral, 4 low. Actually, I do want to fold my mirrors. Can you help me out? And the Titan does not offer electrically, powered folding mirrors.
That's an issue in my book. It was available on the Power Wagon.
How am I doing over there?
You're fine on this side. You got almost 2 feet. Well, we've proven that obviously this makes it up Goldmine Hill, which is a breeze, and also, frankly, it was very comfortable doing it.
I didn't even have to rev it up much, right?
Nope.
Just touched the accelerator a little bit. I was about, 1,500 RPM?
I gotta say that this is one of the quietest diesels that I have ever experienced.
Okay, well, let's try the light duty.
Hell yeah.
Under the hood of this light duty, I like to say half-ton Nissan Titan, is the 5.6 liter V8, endurance V8 that Nissan calls it, which is also available in the XD truck, and it's rated at 390 horsepower and 394 pound-feet of torque. This engine is mated to a 7-speed automatic transmission. People usually think that a half-ton truck is narrower than a heavy-duty truck, and that's not the case. Usually they share cabs, like the Ford does with the Super Duty and the F-150. Indeed, there's the same case here with the Titan.
Yeah.
Same width.
But this doesn't feel as big.
That's another interesting thing about this comparison, XD versus half-ton.
Yeah.
It's the XD diesel has almost 2 inches less clearance, ground clearance in the front, and about 1 inch less in the rear.
Let's talk about differences, the pros and cons between the two of these trucks, because they have a lot in common. However, this one is a diesel, so you get better range, better towing, it can haul more, and this has a 6.5-foot bed. That one has a 5.5-foot bed. Let me put it to you this way, from this truck, if you want to work your way up to an XD, it's about $2,000 more. But if you want the diesel in the XD, it's $5,000 more.
I can hear it slipping a little bit, but no big deal.
Nothing major.
And dude, you cleared that tree much easier than me.
Yeah.
Here's the interesting piece of information. Both of these trucks have the same transfer case gearing for low range, but the Titan XD diesel has a slightly better crawl ratio, 39:1 in the diesel, 38:1 in the Titan half-ton. Skid plates, rear locker, Bilstein shocks. You've got hill descent control. So these trucks are beefed up and a little bit taller than their other counterparts.
We knew that these would make it no problem. We didn't even have to lock up the rear end. In fact, I didn't think that low range was even necessary, but I did it anyway. All in all, though, these are both very capable off-road trucks before you get to the vehicles like the Power Wagon and the Raptor, and the ZR2. Both trucks are good. Both trucks are worthy of the name Titan. However, one I prefer over the other. What do you think?
Well, actually, for me, I tow a boat a long way, and I also haul an in-truck camper. So I like the XD for those reasons. I have a longer bed option, and I have a little bit more towing capacity. And I know it can do off-roading as well. Not probably as great as a smaller truck, but I choose the XD.
Well, that XD is over 1,500 pounds heavier than the half-ton. I would take the half-ton because I love the way it drives. I love the engine that's in it. I think it's perfectly matched to the truck, and I think that right now it's a screaming deal in the market. And personally speaking, I like to be fast, and this truck is fast.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That beast is so heavy.
It is.
But more range. I can go to Lake Powell from here.
That's wonderful. For the Fast Lane Truck, this is Nathan Adlin.
And Andre.
We'll see you next time.